Clapperboard Part 1, Departure and Early Journey. Ship MV Joyita. Musical note intro. The ocean. The most mysterious and dangerous place on Earth. October 1955. The waves of the South Pacific were calm. MV Joyita, a small cargo ship, set sail with 25 people aboard. Some passengers, some crew, a doctor, and a few business travelers. The voyage seemed routine. The weather was clear. The sea was calm. But what was about to happen would become one of the greatest maritime mysteries in history. Waterwave Part 2. Expectations of the journey. The ship's destination was Fiji. Distance, roughly 800 kilometers. The crew and passengers were confident. Everyone thought, it's just a routine voyage. The sea was calm. The weather was clear. No storms were in sight. But MV Joyita hit small, hidden dangers, minor engine faults, small disagreements among the crew, limited radio capabilities. These small signs would later become part of a much larger mystery. Wrench Part 3. Early suspicious signs. From the very first day, a few strange things occurred. Minor disturbances on the radio signal. Engine vibrations increasing. Some cargo shifted from its place. The crew considered these issues minor. The passengers were unaware. But experts today say these were early warning signs of danger. Small, seemingly insignificant problems can sometimes lead to the biggest disasters. Sunrise Part 4. The journey at night. At night, the ship sailed south. The sea remained calm, but in the quiet of the night, every small sound seemed magnified. The crew was busy with routine tasks, cleaning the kitchen, checking navigation, inspecting the engine. Passengers were resting or reading books. But no one knew these calm nights were just the quiet before the storm. Candle Conclusion Part 1. A few days later, MV Joyita failed to respond to the radio for the first time after departure. Those small, seemingly minor issues would later become part of the most mysterious maritime case in history. In the next part, we will explore the sudden disappearance of the ship, radio silence, and the terrifying 5-week search in the Pacific Ocean. Musical note, slow ocean waves fade out. If you were on this ship, would you ignore those small warning signs? Or would you proceed with caution? Clapperboard Part 2, Disappearance and Search Operation. Ship MV Joyita. Musical note intro. MV Joyita set sail, moving steadily through the calm waters. But 2 days later, no response came. The radio fell silent. This silence didn't seem like a routine technical failure. It was a dangerous warning. Waterwave Part 1. First signs of concern. By October 5th, the ship was supposed to reach Fiji, but it never arrived. At first, officials thought it was just a delay, but as time passed, concern grew. The Royal New Zealand Air Force dispatched planes. Nearby commercial vessels were put on alert, but the ocean remained silent. After a few days, both the government and the shipping company were worried. The lives of 25 people were out of sight and out of reach. Magnifying glass tilted left Part 2, Initial Search Operation. The search began in full swing. Air search, planes scanning vast stretches of the Pacific. Sea search, ships patrolling coastlines and open waters. Radio monitoring, searching for any signal. But nothing was found. Hour by hour, hope faded. Day by day, the questions grew. Where did the ship go? How did it disappear? Did the ocean swallow it whole? Ship Part 3. 5 weeks of silence. 5 weeks passed. The silence of the sea gave birth to terrifying rumors about the ship. People speculated. Maybe a storm hit? Perhaps the crew abandoned ship in the lifeboats? Or were pirates involved? But no truth emerged. No bares, no clues, no answers. Sunrise Part 4. A terrifying sign. On November 10th, 1955, a plane spotted a ship in the distance, Floating, listing, but empty. It was MV Joyita. More frightening than any nightmare. The rescue team immediately reported it. A fast-moving vessel was dispatched. Every second felt like a heartbeat in the chest. Wrench Part 5. Initial investigation. When the team approached the ship, the scene was shocking. The ship was listing. The engine was dead. The radio was silent. Some cargo was scattered. All of this was a sign of dangerous silence. And the most important question remained. Who was on the ship? Or who wasn't? Here, the first layer of truth emerged, a mystery we will explore in detail in the next part. Musical note, slow, suspenseful ocean fade out. A ship disappeared in the ocean for 5 weeks. And when it was found, it was completely empty. If you were there at that moment, would you wait or face whatever danger awaited? Clapperboard Part 3. The terrifying discovery. Ship MV Joyita. Musical note intro. MV Joyita was finally found. A small plane spotted it from a distance. Floating, listing, but empty. The sight made every heart race. The ocean had revealed one of its greatest secrets through its silence. Waterwave Part 1. The exterior scene. When the rescue team approached the ship, the vessel was listing about 10 degrees. The lower deck was flooded, yet the ship was not sinking. Lifeboats were either missing or scattered. Some cargo floated in the open sea. All of this clearly indicated that this was no ordinary accident. Ship Part 2. Inside the ship. When the team boarded the ship, dishes were scattered in the kitchen. Food supplies were left unfinished. The captain's cabin was open. Some critical logbook pages were missing. The radio was completely inoperative. The antenna wires were cut. The emergency frequency was incorrectly set. The most terrifying detail, there were blood stains on the deck. But the bodies? Nowhere to be found. The scene shocked and terrified every investigator. Magnifying glass tilted left Part 3. Initial analysis. Experts quickly analyzed the situation. The ship could not have fully sunk. Water had entered, but it was not completely submerged. Bloodstains and the damaged radio indicated dangerous circumstances. The missing logbook pages suggested possible foul play or rash decisions. It didn't appear to be a simple accident. This was a mysterious and perilous situation. Sunrise Part 4. Early theories. Some experts speculated. Perhaps the crew panicked and abandoned ship. Maybe there was an attack or sabotage, or an internal conflict or mutiny. Yet no definitive answer was found. Everything was speculation. Magnifying glass tilted left Part 3. Initial analysis. Experts quickly analyzed the situation. The ship could not have fully sunk. Water had entered, but it was not completely submerged. Bloodstains and the damaged radio indicated dangerous circumstances. The missing logbook pages suggested possible foul play or rash decisions. It didn't appear to be a simple accident. This was a mysterious and perilous situation. Musical note, slow, suspenseful ocean fade out. If you were on this ship, would you inspect the interior? Or would you immediately choose the lifeboats? Clapperboard Part 4. Theories and Investigation. Ship MV Joyita. Musical note intro. The discovery of MV Joyita added a new twist to one of the ocean's greatest mysteries. No one was on board. The radio was damaged. Blood stains were present. And pages from the logbook were missing. The question now was, how did all this happen? Magnifying glass tilted left Part 1. Panic and lifeboat theory. The first theory suggested by experts. Perhaps the engine failed. Water entered the ship. The crew assumed the ship was sinking. So, in a hurry, they got into the lifeboats. But there was one problem. MV Joyita was designed in a way that it could not fully sink. If the crew had waited a little longer, maybe everyone would have survived. This theory seemed the most plausible, yet many questions remained. Whose blood was it? Why were the radio wires cut? Waterwave Part 2. Attack or sabotage. The second theory. Attack or sabotage. Cut radio wires, blood stains, and missing cargo pointed toward a possible assault. But the problem was
No gunshot marks.
no clear signs of a fight. The theory was logical, but evidence was limited. Ship Part 3 Mutiny. The third theory, mutiny among the crew. Did someone oppose the captain? Did someone deliberately disable the radio? Initial analysis by the rescue team suggested it was possible. But still, where did everyone go? No one was seen alive. No one revealed the truth. Wrench Part 4, insurance fraud possibility. The fourth theory, insurance fraud. Some investigators suggested cargo was deliberately removed. The ship could have been emptied to claim insurance. But once again, no definitive proof was found. These were all theories, but none of them were entirely conclusive. Sunrise Part 5, expert opinions. Pacific Ocean experts say small damages, minor malfunctions, or hasty decisions by the crew can combine to create a major mysterious disaster. MV Joyita was no longer just an empty ship. It had become a living puzzle where every moment, every blood stain, every broken radio wire pulled us deeper into the mystery. Musical note, slow, suspenseful ocean fade out. Now think about it. How did all this happen? Was it an accident, sabotage, or something else entirely? Clapperboard Part 5, conclusion and the 77-year-old mystery. Ship MV Joyita. Musical note intro. The mystery of MV Joyita remains one of the greatest maritime enigmas in the world. Dangers, fear, and mysterious signs still puzzle investigators and ocean experts alike. Let's explore how this story's ending might be understood. Waterwave Part 1, dangers and survival chances. Surviving in the lifeboats in the open sea was nearly impossible. Rough waves, intense sun, and heat in open waters, lack of fresh water and food, remote islands and hidden hazards. If the crew had abandoned ship, survival would have been extremely difficult. MV Joyita's design was safe, but hasty decisions could, and did, prove catastrophic. Ship Part 2, remaining clues on the ship. The empty deck, broken radio, cut wires, and blood stains still left one question. How did this happen? Where did all the people go? The missing logbook pages and scattered cargo made the mystery even more complicated. Every moment revealed a new secret, and every scene left a new question. Magnifying glass stilted left Part 3, current investigation. Experts continue to study the case today. Effects of panic and hasty decisions. Evidence of possible attack or sabotage. Internal conflicts or mutiny. Potential insurance fraud. Yet, no definitive answer has been found. These are all theories, and the truth still lies hidden in the depths of the ocean. Sunrise Part 4, philosophical and dramatic conclusion. MV Joyita is no longer just an empty ship. It has become a living mystery, a symbol of suspense. Even 77 years later, the ocean remains silent. Yet every blood stain, every broken radio wire, every missing item reminds us of the story's hidden secrets. It teaches us small decisions can lead to massive consequences. A calm sea can still be deadly. Some mysteries may remain forever hidden. Candle conclusion and cliffhanger. The ocean has kept its secrets, and some stories remain silent forever. If you were on this ship, would you wait or immediately choose the lifeboats? And if everyone disappeared, would you ever uncover the truth? Musical notes, slow ocean fade out with suspenseful tone. The mystery of MV Joyita has never been solved. It still leaves every investigator, every ocean expert, and every viewer with a question in their mind.